Hey, what is up? Welcome to the Hypothetical Comedy Podcast. I am Funky Sam Medina,
And I am Athena Rodriguez.
and we're here with comedian Gabriel Alexander. What's up, Gabe? How you doing, man?
What's up? What's up? How you guys doing?
Doing good, doing good. How's life out in Sacramento, man?
It's good. I'm in Stockton right now, but Sac's always I love Sac. That's like my second city, man. I love being out there.
You're living in Sacramento right now, right?
No. I'm back in Stockton till
Oh,
probably
okay, okay.
summer. Yeah, probably till summer. I happen just to come out here, be closer to my grandson and my daughter, but then I'm trying to get her to move out there to Sac.
Oh, nice. That's
Nice.
cool. That's cool. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. I saw on Facebook that you're announcing a new venue coming in April. Is that something you can talk about, or is it still like on the hush hush?
Oh yeah. It's a place in Midtown called the Shop. Our first show is April. To be honest, that came about in 24 hours. Someone just called me, said, "Hey, I want to throw a comedy show. Here's all the details." I said, "Cool." I made the lineup that night and then went off. So I don't think it's going to be a monthly. I think it's going to be more like twice a year, maybe something like that. You know what I mean?
Man.
When
That's
when
pretty
the
cool,
weather's
though.
good,
Yeah.
because of the venue, it has to be kind of outside. So
All
That is
right, all
dope.
right. What kind of venue is it? Is it like a restaurant or a
It's
bar or
it's a, it's a
something?
winery. Yeah, it's called the Shop in
Oh,
Midtown, and it's a little winery bar. It's a little wine bar. It's really cool.
that's cool, man. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. I bet that's gonna be a
Hell
dope
Oh, thank
yeah.
spot.
you. Yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah, that's cool. So you've been doing your own shows too. You've been doing broken home comedy. Tell us about broken home comedy. How you been doing that?
Oh yeah. So I wanted to always throw my own show at Laughs, and that's my home club. That's where I start. Actually, everything with Laughs started at Laughs. Like the first time I ever saw live comedy was at Laughs. First time I
Wow.
ever performed in a club was at Laughs. It was at a pro am. First time I got first club that passed me was Laughs, and then I was like, all right, well let's just add to it. And then the first show I produced was at Laughs, and it was just called the Broken Home Showcase. It's funny because the name I get so many DMs with so many comics talking to me like I'm their therapist because they think you have to be from a broken home to do my show. And I'm like, hey, I don't need to know anything you just messaged me. I call it that. I call it that because I came from that. That's the only reason. You don't have to be from a broken home. You could have had the best life. That's fine. It'd just be funny if I book you. You know what I mean?
You're gonna DM me and plead your case.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's crazy. That's funny though. I like that people think that they have to prove to you to be on the show they're from a broken home.
Oh yeah, I get. Oh man, I'm not gonna call anyone out, but I've gotten some stories where I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't want to. Yeah. You don't have to do that. You don't have to. You don't have to open up like that.
You don't have to
You
do
know.
I'm glad you have bookie confidentiality.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's
Well,
good.
it's dude. It will get to a point, or I'll get people be like, "Hey, this is how I grew up," and I'm like, "You don't have to be like that. Like, you could just be honest." I've had to say that so many times. Like, that's how I grew up. That's why I call it that. That has nothing to do with you guys. You know.
That is
But no,
awesome.
it's been cool. It's been about 3 years now, going on 3 years, something
Wow,
like
that's
that.
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been good. It's been going good. I'm
So, I
liking it.
mean, so you said you started out, Laughs and you produced at Laughs. So wait. Did you go to a show and then that's how you wanted to start comedy or what's your comedy
I
story?
was always like a comedy nerd. Like I like comedy the way Sam likes wrestling. Like, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
And I've kind of always just been into it. I always wanted to try it. And I remember I think I was just on a random, actually with my kid's mom, I think I was just on a random date. We were like on a random date night and we didn't, and mostly like a lot of people sometimes in Sacramento, they don't know Laughs is there. So they're out in
Yeah.
Old Sac and they're just walking around looking for things. And then we just ran into it. And I was like, oh, shoot, let's go. But I've kind of
Oh,
always
that's
been,
cool.
I've always been a fan.
Who are some of like what was like when you were a kid and you discovered stand-up comedy? What was that like? Like how did you find it and who
Oh,
did you like?
oh man, I remember Raw. Eddie Murphy's Raw was
Oh,
wild.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
remember seeing that like, whoa, this is comedy. Like that's great. Because my mom always would talk to me about like Red Fox, and like Richard Pryor, and then she loved
Mhm.
Lucille Ball. She loved, she loved that stuff. But when I remember me watching it going, whoa, this is wild, was seeing Eddie Murphy's Raw. And then after that, I was hooked and I just started watching everybody and everything.
It's crazy. Eddie Murphy Raw is a crazy place to start.
Oh, especially
Very
at my
raw.
age. Especially at my age. Like,
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
especially at
Exactly.
that age. Yeah, I was reciting things I should have not been reciting. I think I got in trouble before too, reciting some of the stuff at school, like because I went to Catholic school, so it was already super strict.
That's funny. That's kind of full circle for Eddie Murphy because I remember him telling stories about telling jokes as a kid, and stuff like that before he did stand up. So
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
no,
dope.
that's exactly how it happened. Just his material. Yeah, and then
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So it started with him, and then just kind of just took off from there.
And then so you ended up discovering the Last Unlimited. You went to the show and you kind of fell in love with the in-person comedy there. Is that when you decided you're gonna try it, or did you still kind of have to build up to that?
You know what? I think it was one of those things I always wanted to try. I remember I wanted. This is the fun. This is so funny too, especially being in it. Comics will laugh at this. I wanted to do it. I always wanted to do it, and I always wanted to try it. And I remember telling my ex, like, "Hey, I want to do comedy." I was thinking about maybe doing open mic, and her big like thing against it was I only want to do it. I only wanted to do comedy to get girls, and I was like, I wish you could see it now. That is the total opposite of what happens. Like, I've never made anyone laugh so much that they're like, I can't wait to bone this guy.
You know how often I hear I don't fuck with comics. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
and I
dude,
was like,
dude.
comics
It's
and
this is
audience members.
Oh yeah, yeah, all the time. That's why I laugh now that was her like reason not to back it up because she thought like I was just gonna have these swarms of women. I'm still waiting. I'm not giving up on her fears. But
the
like,
dream can still happen.
yeah. Maybe she put it into the universe, so it's out there somewhere. I'm waiting. So
Hey,
ladies,
she
come to the
manifested
show.
it for you. That's awesome.
Oh man, that would be funny. Like trying to avoid him getting chicks and then just manifesting every day. He's like, yeah, this
Yeah,
is the
dude.
greatest
Yeah,
relationship. Your
yeah.
jealousy
No.
fuels me.
And here's a funny thing. So me and her had split up, and then we tried to like with a lot of relationships, you go through that phase where like, okay, you guys split up, and you're like, okay, this is how it's gonna stay. Then you try to work it out. I remember our last time trying to work it out. She was living in Lake Tahoe, and went out to Lake Tahoe, and I was like, hey, maybe we'll start the whole new life. I'll stay out there. I'll start living in South Lake Tahoe. I did. Shout out to South Lake Tahoe. I love you. I will never live there again, but I will come visit and perform anytime. But I remember going there, and she was trying to because she knew I left to stay where she was and where her family was, so she was trying to be like extra like nice. So she's like, "Hey, they have this comedy open mic." And it wasn't a comedy per se, just comedy, but it was like a mixed mic. Basically, what it was is this Indian guy had a laundromat down there. He didn't want to pay for TVs, so he just had like daily open mics. So like one day would be poetry, one day would be music, and you know what I mean. And he had a
That's such a
comedy
good
one, so
idea. Yeah.
so I would go over there, and it was literally because she lived off the main street, like where all the stuff is. And I would walk over there and do the mic. I swear, this is the universe just being funnier than me. Yeah, I remember going to the mic and having a really good, like what I thought was a good set back then. And there was all these Russian girls who were down because they're doing something down there. I don't know what they were doing, but it was all these Russian girls, and they thought I was funny, and they all wanted to take a picture with me. Now, I was doing that mic for like 7 months almost, and it wasn't every week, but like monthly for sure. And I remember the only time ever I always walked and walked back, always walked to and walked back home, always walked. The one day she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go pick him up from this mic," was the one day all these Russian girls were like, "Can we get a picture with you?" Yeah, dude. So like the one time I'm like, you have no idea. Like I just like making people laugh. And I'm like have all these Russian girls like, I'm taking a picture of him. She was just like, I knew it. She was so mad. I was like,
I
oh
knew
man.
it.
That was the last time ever, too, by the way.
Oh, dang.
I get
At
a lot
least
of
you
men
had
that
it
want to take
though.
pictures with me. Like
That's dope. Oh my God.
Wow, dreams
yeah.
do come true.
Right?
Yeah. And I was like, of course, this is the day she comes, pulls up.
You're like, you did this to me.
Yeah.
That's manifestation. That's best.
Yeah.
Dude,
And then
that is a dream
after that, I
fulfilled.
came down. We both ended up moving back to the Central Valley. And then oh man, this is so weird. So she had a friend who dated a comic during out when me and her were together. She had a friend who was dating a comic at the time,
Oh.
or like used to date him or something. Because I remember her going, "Hey, you want to go to this comedy show?" And I was with my boys, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna go." And she was coming back like, "Oh man, this is cool. They have it in stocked and all this stuff." The guy her friend was dating or was messing around with or whatever back then ended up being Dave Touchstone. And
Whoa.
Oh,
I,
okay.
yeah. And so when I want to get into comedy, when I moved back, she goes, "Hey, I'm going to reach out to that guy, Dave, and see if and me and her had already broken up at this time. And she was like, "Hey, I'm going to reach out to him, see if they have any mics." And he's the one who told me about Finn's. So the Finnegan's mic.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, Saul had already moved to LA, and I think Marcellus was running it. Marcellus Flores was running it, and that's the first day I met Nick and Jordan Quattlebaum and grumpy old Mark Maple.
Ah.
Yeah, and dude, I got
Wow.
booed. I got booed my first time, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. Like
That's
not by like
crazy.
the whole crowd, like I got shut
Oh, okay.
down or anything, but I got some like, oh, boo, dude. Like it was right after Kobe Bryant died.
Oh no.
And and I was on stage and I was like, "Hey," I said, "Is Kobe Bryant's death?" I remember the like I remember the joke like so vividly in everything around it so vividly. So I'm on stage. So when you walk into Finn's, it's just a regular dive bar, right? It's not anymore, like it's changed now. But when you walked in, it's a regular dive bar. Then they had another side where they had this weird like high school. Have you guys ever performed there at Finn's?
No, never. Have you?
Okay, so they have like this. It's almost like a gymnasium. You know when like a high school or a middle school has like a cafeteria that has a stage in it, or like you know what I mean? It looks very like that. So you have to get on and do that. And then it's so weird because you're just facing everyone turned away from you. Like everyone's at the bar. They don't care. I'm talking to people's backs. Like I felt like that little kid who's like counting to 10 so I could use the slide. Like it just felt like that. Well, they had all these people there. So I go up there, I'm on stage, and I go, "Hey, is Kobe Bryant's death a sports tragedy or a human tragedy?" And everyone was like, human tragedy, of course. They're like, "It's a human tragedy." And I go, "Okay, do me a favor, name me the other 5 people who died in the helicopter then." And then I had the DJ play the Jeopardy music.
No.
And that was the first time I realized like if only the comics laugh, it's probably just funny to us.
That was the first time you did comedy?
That was the first joke I ever did for comedy was
Oh
a Kobe
man.
Bryant.
Wow.
The
I mean, like
balls
a
you
real one. I
had.
like the mics before in South Lake Tahoe. I was just riffing. I was like making fun
Oh,
of this
okay.
town or making fun of that. Like that was like a joke that I was like, okay, that would be funny if I said that. Everything else was just me getting used to being on stage and like riffing. But that was like
Yeah.
my
Very
first
funny.
one in the
That's
Central
crazy.
Valley.
That's
And then
that's
right
awesome.
after, some guy went up and did a full on rap, rest in peace rap for Kobe Bryant. I'm not playing.
About Kobe too?
Oh no.
About Kobe, yeah. He was with him,
Wow.
and he had like when like some people it's like their first time, they don't know like because they don't know if they're gonna keep doing this or not. So the first time they go to a mic, they bring all their friends and family out, so they have like the whole audience.
Of course.
They don't know that they should save that for like important dates. Like you should go and just bomb by yourself at an open mic.
Oh
So
yeah.
he had his whole crew there all to hear his rap
Oh,
about Kobe Bryant, and the first thing they hear before he goes up is me doing that joke. So they were like,
dang.
"Oh!" They were
It's
That's great timing.
it's crazy though because like so that joke, like it's a joke, but it's also real as fuck, you know, because
yeah,
who were those people, right? Who was the pilot? You know,
yeah,
I'm sure some
yeah.
people know. But I
And
feel
then
like that speaks to you as a comic, because I feel like to this day, like a lot of your jokes are like real and they hit hard and they hit home, but they're funny as fuck.
They're pretty smart
oh, I
too.
appreciate that. Yeah. I try to put some realism in everything, you know. Everything I do, even like I've embellished things a lot. Obviously everyone does. Like I've tried to, like, this one thing happened to me, but I'll like kind of make it bigger than it actually is. But I try to give everything some little hint of realism.
I like it.
I like it too. I think it's awesome. You are
Thank
really
you.
funny though. I really enjoy seeing you do stand up and perform.
Yeah.
What is your writing process look like?
Man, when I really write, see, this is another thing too. It's I'm just now, so in November, it's 7 years I'll be doing this. So I've only been doing it 6 years,
Wow.
which is not a long time, really, you know. Um, but I'm just getting into like writing groups now.
Yeah.
Before, I never could. Like I literally would just drink coffee in the morning. I like my brain works really good. I'm like a morning person. You know, some people aren't. I'm a morning
No, I
person,
am
so I
not.
drink
I am not.
coffee. I listen to music. I put like a comedy podcast on, like just to like hear comics riff and just kind of get in the mood of like we're just going to be riffing because I don't have anyone else in the room. I like to my ADHD so crazy. Like I literally just pace around the living room and in through the kitchen and all this, and I'm thinking of things that happen and I'm writing ideas down, and then something happens and I'm acting it out as I look like a crazy. I used to do it outside, and all my neighbors thought I was like schizophrenic.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
like
dude.
channeling energy, dude.
But they're like, who is this person walking around the front yard laughing to himself? Like,
laughing, laughing at absolutely nothing.
yeah. Good
Don't
thing
you
I live
feel
near.
happy?
Good thing I live near like downtown Stockton, so I just look like every other crazy person out here.
Right.
So they're like,
Yeah,
he's
it's
good.
normal. It's
But
normal.
but yeah, so normally I just sit down and I just kind of let things come to me, and then I just start just sitting on that one joke. But then I'll go to something else and go back, and so mostly it's nothing like really crazy out of the norm. Just me thinking of stuff, and or what
Yeah.
happened to me today, what pissed me off, or oh that would be funny if this or this is like this. You know, a lot of comparison stuff.
You know, I don't know if you feel comfortable, but if you want to like kind of like give a shout out to the benefits of joining a writing group for the, noobs, maybe they
Hmm.
might want to know if it's good.
Oh yeah. Um, yeah, wait, say, I'm sorry.
Oh,
My friend
sorry.
Luke's, my, no.
What?
My friend Luke Sloan just texted me and I started to read that. Sorry about that.
It's
I
okay.
have to write something. I have to write a rap for for a project he's doing.
I
And
hope it's
so
not
he's
about
asking,
Kobe Bryant.
Right.
yeah,
No, I
it
was
was an
saying,
alert about Kobe's family. Like, oh, okay, that's,
right on
you guys are
target.
saying, did you guys have a writing group at night or?
No, no. I was saying, you used to write by yourself and then you joined a writing group. What would you say the benefits of joining a writing group is?
Oh, tags, 100%. It's
Oh,
tags, but I think
yeah.
you got to find your a good writing group though. Find a good writing group to where you're not the only person giving out ideas. Because then I started to see things like that too. Like I would be in the car
Ooh,
with other comics, and they would give me like jokes they were working on, and I would tag it up, and be like, oh, that'd be funny if this, or give them, you know what I mean? And then I
yeah.
realized, oh man, when I say my jokes, I don't get anything back. So it's just like, oh, I'm just here to tag your jokes up. So you got to find the right group to where everyone kind of, you want a different perspective too, because sometimes someone's going to see it from a different angle. You're like, I didn't even think of it like that, you know?
Which is great.
So I
Yeah,
think just
absolutely.
having the right, and a writing group doesn't have to be big. It could just be you and someone else. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
could be two people. It could be whatever. But
Yeah.
before the pro-ams, every first and third Tuesday, Laughs does a writing workshop, and Alice Rodriguez runs it, and it's
Right
really
on.
really fun because he just doesn't just go over kind of fundamentals of writing. He actually will give you like a project. Like he'll be like, all right, we're working on callbacks today. So you need to write a joke and then you need to give it a callback. You know what I
Oh
mean? Something
wow.
like that. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really good. So that's definitely been beneficial. But right now it's usually just a few friends. Mostly, I don't know. I don't know if this is for everyone, but for me, most of my stuff comes from either by myself or like driving in the car. For some reason, my brain works so much in
Yeah.
the car,
Mm-hmm.
especially on the way to the show. Like I'm still trying to be the comic in the car on the way to the show on stage.
Yeah,
Like I've never been that
absolutely.
funny on stage as I am inside that car. You know what I mean?
All laughing at yourself.
I
Oh
remember
yeah,
one
yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah, 100%.
a long time ago, we were at the Sounds the Improv, and we were in like the green room, and there's a few comics, and I was just like, kind of like riffing on Athena a little bit, just like whatever. And she's like, "What? Why are you picking on me?" And I was like, "I'm just getting warmed up. I'm just warming up." And then she goes, warm up on Matt Curry." And then Matt's like, "No."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. I feel it. I feel it totally. I totally.
But yeah, I agree with you, because like riding in the car, especially when it's us two, we're able to like bounce ideas off each other, and
Oh, we
like,
love
what do you
that.
think of
Yeah,
this, and what do you think of that, and things like that, and help each other with tags and stuff like that. But I do also like the idea of a writing group for tags. I'm more
yeah.
of the
No. I think it's good. I think, and also just like you could just be like, man, I have this premise. I don't know if it makes sense. And
yeah,
also be weary too. Like you guys are around each other. You guys are a married couple, you're a family and stuff, so it's different. But like sometimes I've been in like writing groups to where like someone will like they'll say, hey, do you think this is funny? And I'll go, I mean, I get where you're going. I don't personally think it's funny, but I get what you're trying to do. And then it'll become
mhm,
your turn, and then they immediately want to tell you your stuff's not funny because they want to get you back, kind of thing. That you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is not going anywhere. So that's why it's so key to find the right people in your writing group. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, if it's just one person or just two people and you guys flow, perfect. That's all you need. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be this big giant class or anything like that. Just the people who you guys are good with giving ideas, and constructive criticism is good. So like if I say, or someone tells me my joke's like, nah, I don't get it, and I'm like, okay, well, how can I make them get it? Or other than going, oh, you don't get mine, well, I'm gonna tell you I don't get yours. Like then you're not going anywhere.
you don't get my joke, well, fuck you.
Yeah,
That's my
I think
joke.
everything you wrote stupid. Like just standing there like
Oh yeah, I wanted to circle back to your first that comedy show that you and your ex saw. Do you remember who you saw?
I want to say I saw Coal Black.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Like when that show was so many years, like I was still happy in my marriage. Like I still, you know what I mean? That's how long ago it was. that like that was a good night. You know what I mean? Like I want to say, man, I'm not only that, I want to say it was Coal Black. And dude, I don't remember if it was a Friday. So like if it was an actual like a weekend show, like a weekend, or if it was maybe a Thursday showcase. Because I remember seeing more than one comic for sure, but I can't remember if I saw more than three. And it could have been a Friday and I saw, host, feature, headliner, and plus a guest set. But yeah, I want to say for sure Coal Black was there.
Dang.
That's cool.
I always think it's cool because like when people start their like comedy journey, I always wonder if like, we see each other and we're in the same room and we don't even know each other then, but then like we're out making the scene and then we're like, holy shit, you were there the first time I went up. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I've gotten that, and I felt like such an asshole. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I used to take things so personal when I first started. Like, my first year, like, hey, like, oh man, this comic doesn't want. He's not there. They're not in the room when I do my set. They don't like me. Then I started doing comedy. I'm like, they're not even worried. Like, don't worry about us. Worry about the audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who cares if I
Yeah.
watch it or not? That doesn't mean it's good or not if I laugh. Anyway, I'll laugh at the craziest stuff. So I'm not a good standard. You know what I mean? I want to hear crazy things.
And I don't know if it's like a okay, I don't know if it's like a thing with comedians, but at some point, I personally have developed this thing where I laugh in my head. Like if I'm
Yeah,
watching a
well,
show with other comedians, I'm like, oh, that's good. I have to like remember to audibly laugh. Like
oh yeah, no, I
because I'm
agree.
not
No,
just
I
sitting there
agree.
going, that's a good one.
Yeah, no, see, I do that too, and I find myself, unless it's someone like I'm a huge fan of, and they're like a big name, or someone in the local scene that I just like when I watch like Robert Emoto, just someone's talking during his set and he just goes off, and I'm like, yo, yeah, I love seeing that. Most of the time when I'm watching, it's like from a structural standpoint. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
oh, I like how he got back to that, or oh, I like that
right.
timing, or how they did that was good. It's more like that, like, oh, okay, like you said, like just kind of shaking your head, like, oh, that was good,
Yeah.
that's funny, that's funny. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it hasn't ruined it for me, but the way I watch comedy is totally different from how
It
I did it
is,
before I
right?
started.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, because yeah, you hear the funniest thing, and you're just like, oh yeah, that's funny. You know, and you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like don't
yeah.
even like, yeah, it's so crazy.
That's what I
I
love
say
about being
nice a lot. Like I'll hear a good
Nice.
joke, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
so do
nice,
I.
nice.
nice. You know.
I love uh I love the point of being a part of the community because I don't know if you've noticed it yet, Gabe, because you probably have, but every like there's always little waves of new comics coming in. Like and they all
Oh,
come in little groups and then you watch them eat shit for a few months and then they start like forming their stuff and their craft. And that's like one of my favorite things.
And some stick around and some don't.
Yes, it's one of my favorite
oh
things
yeah,
about the community is
yeah.
watching people like, just
Struggle.
fucking do it. No, I
No,
mean
I know.
in the struggle,
Rise up.
start to love it
Yeah,
and hate
Yeah.
it at the same time. And it's just that's one thing that I love about
Become
it.
disenchanted with it.
Yes.
yeah.
I
You
know you
just
so
watch
long. I remember
the
when you used to love comedy and now you hate it.
yeah. Oh yeah. You just slowly watch like the joy drip out of their soul through their eyes, and you're like, yeah, you're one of us now, man.
One of us. One
Yeah,
of us.
you're dead inside.
Oh.
Everyone start clapping. Give it up for this guy. He's good. He gets it.
No,
No, yeah,
I
and
love I love it.
it's like the gym. Like people who go to the gym regularly who are really in going to the gym, they probably hate the beginning of the year because they're like, here's all these people who think they're going to be gym rats. Let's watch them perform till April, and then the two that stick around, they're part of the group now.
Dude,
That's true. That
when
is
we
like that.
started, there was a lot of old, like grizzled vets in the scene that would be like hella mean to the noobs. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
he
still
told
yeah.
us
something like
one
that.
time, he's
There's
like,
still something like that.
I'm mean to them because I know they won't last. And it's like,
Yeah,
damn, dude. Like
I said,
No,
dude, I say this to.
there's this comic Drew Polt, and he was kind of like old grizzled comic guy, and he was in a wheelchair. He was such a cool dude, and he would say, "Yeah, I don't talk to comics for the first couple of years because they're probably not going to be around that long."
so
Hey,
mean.
that's hey, I still make fun of him to this day. He goes, shut up. I always make fun of Scott Powers. I'm like, Scott Powers just started liking me. He didn't even like me for the long, and he always that's his same thing too. He's like, I've been in it for so long, I've already seen like this new flock come in, and then 2 years,
Right.
but I get cool with you, we're friends, and then I just never see you again. He's like, so
Yeah.
you got to stick around for a while. And then I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Like, you know what I mean? Scott's my boy now, but like, I still give him shit for that. Like, remember when you didn't like me?
Just
Like, I
bringing you
get
back
it. Like, I
those
get
like
it. And I
weird
totally
moments.
get it, everything now. Like, I get it. You know what I mean?
He's like, "Yeah, the good old days."
Yeah. The good old days when I hated you.
Hey, so you've been doing comedy for 7 years now. So that means that I think that if my calculations are right, you were super new in it when the pandemic hit. What were you doing for that?
Yeah.
Did you do any
Just getting
comedy?
into it right when all that started, which I felt like
Yeah.
I felt like I jinxed comedy. And it was like as soon as I got into it, everything just shut down.
What were you doing for that time? Were you doing any comedy? I mean, like the online stuff or anything like that?
Hey man, no, I tried to do the online stuff. It was fun for meeting people. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just I could never get the flow. You got to see me on stage. You know what I mean? Like I have too much
Mhm.
energy to be like trying to give you a full bit. Like, it's not that, like, you got to see everything. I'm very, like, I talk with my hands a lot. Like, but the one good thing, I guess, good thing and bad thing, it just depends on, I guess, how you see it, I guess. Like, I'm from Stockton. So, like, the 209, they didn't really shut down too much. Like, we were having
they didn't care.
they did not care. They didn't think COVID was real. So I kind of just took advantage of that and just so many outside bar shows.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they would have
Yeah.
bars outside. Vince's in Sacramento was outside, so we still did the mic, but we had to be outside. There was a lot of speakeasies. I'm not going to give the businesses names, but there was a lot of speakeasies where, like, we felt like Goodfellas. We went in through the kitchen, we'd walk in, and it would just be packed, full of people. And I'm like, and it felt kind of like bad, but also good, kind of like, oh, this is sneaky. I like it. You know what I mean? And these people, they were so like, I need to get out of the house. So the crowds were great. When there's like a deadly virus going, those audiences are amazing. Like, they're
like, I'm gonna have fun no matter what. Just
they're like, I'm gonna go out laughing. Like, you know what I mean?
Just aggressively happy.
Yeah, because I remember
Wow.
for like a year it was like that. Like, I remember, man, dude. One thing I remember is because when I got into it, it was very strange when I got into it. Because when I got in, they still had some older comics, and I say older as far as not age, because I'm older, but like as far as age and comedy, where like some still didn't mess with each other. Like, you still had comics from the 209, comics from SAC, comics from the Bay Area that didn't really like mess with each other because of whatever they went through when they were starting out or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I came in, we were all fishing for any kind of stage time. So it was like 209, SAC, a few Bay Area people, like all car loading up together and just all going to whatever mic we could. I remember going out to Chico every single week just for 5 minutes at Dylan Collins. He had a mic that was outside. I can't remember the name of it. But he had a mic out there, and we would go every Thursday just for that mic, and it would be so fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Back in our days, well, before we had a car, we would have to go to each mic in our town, like via public transportation. But we always fucking hit it. And sometimes we would get like 2 to 3, maybe 4 mics, like in a whole day, because it was we were able to go everywhere. So I can appreciate, that camaraderie that you get because you're traveling with people, and then you kind of
yeah.
It's almost like they vouch for you and their scene.
Oh yeah, no, and it just opened the door. So anytime someone from Chico was gonna have, back then Dylan Collins was the main comedy producer. I think he just got back into it too, matter of fact. But he was the main comedy producer. So he had like 4 different rooms. I had a mic in Stockton that we would try to turn into a showcase the best we could. People in Sacramento, Vince's would have stuff like, so it was just everyone just basically just scrounging for stage time. And those lists were actually, to be honest, the lists weren't as bad. The lists were shorter then than they were now, because a lot of comics still didn't want to go out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
I
crazy.
never got COVID too, by the way. Never got it.
Nice.
I've never gotten it. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. And I was out doing dumb shit. I still didn't get it.
Yeah, that's cool. I never got it either. We never got it either.
See?
Yeah, it was crazy
Mexican
because we were doing a lot of the online stuff, all the online mics, and bringing a lot of different comedy scenes together. And that's cool that you were kind of doing the in-person thing, and the scenes were coming together that way as well.
Oh yeah. No, it was fun, man. It really was. And some of those guys are still around. Some of them aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID got him. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, don't do that.
Should have been Mexican, dude. Look at that Mexican blood. That's what happens when your mom does cocaine when she's pregnant. You just stay healthy. You can't get viruses. Can't get you, dude.
Viruses can't get else.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. It builds that tolerance.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Cocaine to the umbilical cord.
Ew, no.
How has being a grandfather changed your life and changed your just the whole perspective on comedy?
Oh shoot, it's been good, man. It's definitely giving me material. Um, definitely giving me material. And no, it's cool. I love it. I love being a grandpa. I remember getting the news. I was like, what the hell? What are you doing to me, dude? I'm hella young. And then I forget, like I had her when I was like 15. I'm like, oh shit, never mind. I didn't have you at a normal age. I guess that's gonna happen. But it's been great, man. It's been great. As far as like seeing the world, um, that's probably one of my reasons to get sober, which is why I decided to kind of get a little bit, just kind of chill on the drinking. I don't like to say forever. That's too much pressure for our line of work and just
Yeah.
my life in general. But just kind of it got me thinking like, okay, because I want to stay. I want to play with him when he's older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, as far as just new material, I mean, it hasn't changed my outlook on comedy. I've started to do a little bit more clean stuff. I've noticed I'm starting to get more towards the clean because I talk with my daughters about stuff. My oldest daughter is fine. She's 25. Like she knows my set. She's come to my show, and I'm like, oh, okay. But then like I still want to, yeah. So she's hearing all these jokes, and she's like, oh man, I wonder if he wrote that about my mom. And I'm like,
Ouch.
You gotta call it
but
the
like
TMI
other
comedy
than
tour.
that, yeah, like just writing more clean. I've definitely started to get into that because now I can show like, my teen and my 10-year-old, like, what do you think it is? Is this funny? And I don't have to worry about like them going, oh my god, like it's all clean stuff.
I feel like it's always good to have your clean set, different types of sets so that you can whip it out whenever you're reading the audience and you're like, okay, I know how I'm going to get them.
Yeah, no, I like it. I mean, I'm wild in person, so I think that's why like I don't gravitate towards like I would say blue material on I'm blue. I'm a blue person. Like
Yeah,
like
I'm
you know what I
from a
mean?
broken
Like
home.
yeah, exactly. So it's like I kind of just that's just kind of me. So it's cool to get out of that and think different when I'm writing. Like, okay, this is how can I say this without cussing? How can I say this without saying this? So it's good. It's good to get your brain working for sure.
Hell yeah. It's a challenge. And I like
Yeah.
that. I think, when you challenge yourself to do, a certain thing like that, I feel like it opens up other opportunities for you to use that, challenging thing to kind of write about other things that you haven't, considered
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
different
definitely. Well,
styles.
I started to write jokes about like having to be around a baby because I'll watch my grandson sometimes. And I've like because you think you know how to take care of a baby, you think it's always in you, and then your kids grow. I didn't think I was going to be around another baby for another decade.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
so the fact that there's one here now, I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot they shit. God damn it! Like, fuck, they take shits. I forgot about that. Like, I thought these things were shit free. Like, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff, or like so
Well,
it's
they
just
get
kind
to
of
ride
going.
with
It's
your
kind of
home.
reminding me about some of the funny things that I probably overlooked because when I got into comedy, my kids were already older. You know what I mean? So now coming back, like, oh, that is funny when this happens. Like, that's funny. You know what I mean? He did pee in my throat one time, though, like
Oh
right
my
in
Wow.
here,
gosh,
like
no.
perfect aim. Like, he didn't even hit any hoodie. It was just all throat and
Oh,
then just into the chest. It was wild.
you're in the splash zone, man.
Urine
Oh,
splash zone?
100%.
You have to be on the other
100%.
side. You have to be on the side with boys because
Yeah. I forget. I've only had girls. Like when
oh
girls
yeah, that's
pee,
Oh
right.
wow,
yeah.
that's
Oh
crazy.
Yeah, so
wow.
when girls pee, like it's
Nobody
like kind
even
of like
warned you.
yeah, it's kind of like when a sprinkler system breaks in your yard and
Yes.
it just floods the grass. That's exactly how girls pee. So it was never had to worry about, maybe like the bed or whatever like that, but never like into my face. And now this guy's with his little heart on just peeing in my face. It's crazy. I'm not used to it. I didn't even know they got hard when they peed. I was like, it's crazy.
I'm learning something new every day.
Yeah. This is my first time. Like I've never had to clean poop off another penis before, but now I'm like, all right, let's go.
Oh
Oh my
wow! All right.
gosh. The TMI World Tour. I feel like
the
it should be.
the TMI World Tour begins.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome, man. That's cool.
I love
Yeah,
it.
no, it's fun though. It's fun. I love it. I love it. It's cool to be around a baby. You know what I mean? I forgot how
Yeah.
fun they are.
Nice,
He looks
nice.
hella like you too.
He
How is that
I,
even
you
does.
know why?
Oh,
He looks just like his mom, and my oldest daughter looks just like me. So it's just one of
Oh,
those things. Yeah,
that's wild.
that is crazy. It looks like your little mini me. I saw a picture
I
of you
know. I
guys
get that a
together.
lot. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot.
We'll see
They're like, he
when he
looks
gets
just
here.
like you. I'm like, I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's just
true.
because.
When he gets hair, he won't look so much like you.
No, yeah, exactly. We're both bald right now, so here I think
Bald
he
and
has more
drooling.
hair than me right now. I think he has more hair than me right now. Just grew in.
Aw.
You're both bald with a little bit of spit up on your shoulder.
No,
Yeah, all the
stop.
time. Yeah. He's drinking on a bottle. I used to drink on a bottle. It's crazy.
Peeing on throats.
How long have you been chilling sober?
Oh, it's been not that long. It's been 53 days.
That's cool though. I mean, you got to
Yeah,
start
we did a
somewhere,
60
right?
day. We did a 60-day challenge. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes I want a beer.
That is long.
You know, because I don't smoke weed. That's the thing. I wish I could smoke weed. I think I did too many
Oh,
hard
okay.
drugs as when I was younger. Like it's messed up. Like for some reason, it messed up weed for me, or maybe it's a mental thing, and I think it messed it up for me. So now it's just in there. Anytime I smoke weed, I think the worst things.
Dude.
But I wish I could just smoke weed and chill, because that's because sometimes I still get it too. So if there's anyone listening that is new in comedy and all that, those little stage fright things that you get every once in a while, because I know comics who
Yeah.
are still stage fright now and they've been doing it 10 years, and every
Same.
time they
Yeah,
go on
no.
stage they're scared. I don't. I was always in public speaking and things like that, so I'm used to it, but every once in a while I get that, like I get that little, like, the butterflies, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then usually a
Yeah.
beer is what would calm me down, like just having one beer, like, okay, you're relaxed. But you know,
So how'd you figure out how to calm you down on those parts where you can't have the beer?
I just go up. I just deal with it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's a thin line between nerves and excitement is what I've
Yeah.
started to see. So sometimes I
Yeah,
think
that's what
I'm
I've actually
scared.
heard.
Yeah, sometimes you think you're scared or something like that, and really you're just super excited. And then once you get on
Yeah.
stage, you use all that energy that's getting built up because you're not on stage. You use it on stage, and then it just kind of goes away, and you're like, whoo. Because I don't know, I'm sure you guys have felt that when you're just like, you got that feeling like, oh, okay, okay, okay,
Oh
okay, and they're about to
yeah.
call your
yeah.
name. Soon
Yep.
as you walk up, you transfer that energy to the crowd. Soon as you come down, it's like, oh, it's like you're like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
chill now. I could
Did
chill
it.
for the whole night. I'm good.
Right?
It's funny because I usually feel nervous until I get my first laugh, and then it kind of goes away. Like I'll go
Yeah,
up there and I'll
yeah,
say
yeah,
something
yeah.
about the
That's
room
why I
or
think
something about.
that's why bombing sucks so much, because you're just like, you're waiting for that laugh and it just doesn't happen. So that just stays with you the whole time.
I'm
Like,
I'm really good at like saying something about the room or saying something about like the previous comic or the host or something like that to kind of get
yeah,
a quick laugh on when right away on stage. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But there's a certain grace in bombing that makes you like
Oh
it kind of
yeah.
drives you if it doesn't kill you.
No, bombing is character building.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. I did another podcast and they asked me, and they are like, so what have you learned in just, the time you've been in comedy? And I was like, I'm getting a lot better at bombing.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
doing. I'm getting a lot better. The
Certain
way I handle
finesse.
it, what I
Right.
say,
Yeah.
like, because you can tell, because it doesn't matter. Like sometimes you'll be like, well, that joke sucked. But you know how people will say that on stage
Yeah.
versus if something's not happening, they kind of just stick to the material. Like, hey, something's going to catch them. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'm just kind of getting better at like I said, getting better at bombing.
Yeah.
It's one time I told this joke in this room, and it was a packed room, and the joke did not land. And I just go, "I'm sorry about that one, you guys," and they all laughed just because I apologized.
I used to like to say, like, hey, you guys, I thought I was gonna be funnier too. Okay, like we're both uncomfortable right now.
Do you have any like projects or anything you're working on?
Just a Broken Home show coming up right now. Me and my friend Jordan Kirchner, we have a podcast coming out. I believe it's going to be called Backstage. I'm not sure if we're sticking with that title, but basically we're going to just be in the green room at Laughs or the green room at wherever we're performing. It doesn't even have to be a comedy club, just in the back, and we're just going to be, just kind of talking and BSing.
Dude, that'll be great.
That
That is
is-
such a
Yeah.
fun thing to do, just like in general. So having it as a podcast is even more fun because everybody could be like the fly on the wall.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, no, just those shows, my Broken Home shows. I have one. So obviously, I have one. I don't know when this is coming out, but I have one next week on Wednesday, February 25th. The next one I don't think is happening till May 14th. I used to try to do a monthly, and that's rough, man. I kind of don't like to do that to myself too much anymore because I find myself just nonstop promoting, and it's like, I don't like to do it. Because I threw that show just because I kind of I wanted to work with people. You know what I mean? Like there's certain people I just would kind of wanted to work with and give them a spot at Laughs because maybe they never performed at Laughs. So that's how this whole show started, was just, me working with other comics and bringing them out to Laughs. Other than that, like, yeah, I like it the way it is. Like, just maybe like 3 or 4 a year.
That's dope.
Yeah, that is cool because it is exhausting. Just like as soon as you do the show, you're just like the next day you're promoting the next one.
Oh yeah, even a mic, like, dude, like even a mic, like that's another thing too. Like when I go to other people's shows and I get booked and maybe I go on and there's not a lot of people, I get it. It doesn't even bug me, but I know that feeling that they're having. Like, oh, this sucks. There's no one here. Like that feeling, like I get it. And that's why I try to calm them, like hey, dude, we're here, man. Let's just perform.
Yeah, I feel like that too when when I do shows and it's like there's not much of a turnout. It's like I feel bad for like the other people who are there too.
Oh yeah. We all do. We're all just like, oh, this sucks, and like, oh, you feel bad, but you're like, you've been there. You know what it's like. That's what they always say. That's why they're always like, oh, we're good, man. Like we're all good. I've never had one comic yet ever be on a show that wasn't a good turnout and be like, oh man, what's going on with this? Like they all get it because everyone throws something, a mic, something. You know what I mean? So everyone gets it. They're all like, yeah, but you forget that everyone gets it because you're in panic mode because you see just 2 people and they were there before the show. So you're like, they may not even stay.
They're like putting away their stuff in their like bags and stuff.
Yeah. You're like, hey, if you guys want to stay, we have some comedy. And they're just like, I need to leave immediately.
Like, that is why I'm leaving.
Yeah.
$85 if you stay.
Yeah.
Hey, what are a couple of things that you want to like manifest in 2026 and going forward?
Oh man, definitely more clubs. I'd like to work more clubs. Dude, if I could get on the road more, that's definitely what I'm trying to work towards now. I want to see all the craziest little towns in every state that they get, because that's where you're going to start. You know what I mean? But I would like to just go on the road more. That's 100%, and not by like opening for someone, but like actually me getting on the road and trying to get into these clubs myself, no matter how that is. Sometimes you have to go in with the headliner, and that's fine. But just, I would just say more road work. That's exactly what I want in my future for sure, at least for this year.
That'll be dope.
Hell yeah, that would be awesome. Road work sounds like a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Where have some places you've traveled to? Like how far have you gone for comedy?
Mostly stuff on just the West Coast is really I've hit every state out here. I think I did Orange, Texas once.
Nice.
It was crazy. I remember it rained and then it like no one could use their toilet. Like it messed up all the plumbing everywhere. It was weird, man. Like all the towns I've done have all been small little towns. It hasn't been anything big. No clubs or anything, But yeah, it's mostly stuff like that. But I like it. You get those real people, and you get to see what the town's like and what that atmosphere is.
Yeah, absolutely. That's cool, man. That's cool. Well, thank you so much for joining. It's been super fun talking to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you want to?
That's perfect. My phone's on 3%, so this ended perfect.
Good. Hell yeah. I can see that from here. No, I'm just kidding. You want to plug social media before your phone dies?
Huh?
You You want to plug some social media before your phone dies?
Oh yeah. Get me on Instagram at Gabe GABE 209 Alex. So GABE 209 ALEX. That's the same on Twitter. On Facebook, it's Gabriel Alexander. I mean, if especially anyone in Sacramento or surrounding areas, look on that page. Come to a Broken Home showcase. They're fun. I try to put a mix of comics from every walk of life in there just to get a good mix. So there's going to be something for everybody. I don't care if you're old or young or whatever. We got you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And you can find me across the board at Funky Sam Medina.
And I am at She Shines For You, all spelled out, no numbers.
Awesome, Gabe. Thanks so much.
All right, brother. Peace.